Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I want to cover the April 3rd hotfixes with you guys. This came out yesterday evening-ish time, but it was actually in play as far as like yesterday midday. So a lot of these things were in the game, and a lot of us were like, did they do a hotfix? Because a lot of things have changed, and there was no hotfix posts, and we're like, and then a couple hours later they posted these. So, some PvE stuff, blah, 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 PvP, player versus player, that's what we focus on here. Let's check it out. So this is the main thing. PvP template primary stat reduced by 5%. That's intellect for mages, strength for warriors and DKs, and agility for rogues and feral. I don't know. Primary stat. You guys know what your primary stat is. For me, it's intellect. That means I'm doing less damage, okay? I definitely felt this yesterday. I felt like I wasn't one-shotting as hard, even though it's only 5%. And a lot of it is because of the second change as well. So the PvP template stamina increased by 5%. So everyone has more life and is doing a little less damage. So there's like a gap there. 10% basically. It's like 10% harder to kill someone now than it was earlier yesterday. So what does this mean? A little bit slower pace of game. I don't know if I like this, but I played yesterday after the hotfixes, and it wasn't bad. I might have just preferred, this is just my preference, but I might have just preferred one of these two changes. So either increase stamina by a little bit or reduce the primary stat, but both of them feels a little, maybe a little overkill, but there it is anyway, so whatever. Let's go over the changes. Let's look at Mage first because mages are the most important. PvP template intellect reduced by 5%. So this is the real reason. So not only did we get our int reduced by 5%, but we got our int reduced by 5% again, and stamina increase. So that's why mages are feeling a little weak right now. I played a little bit of Frost. I felt a little weak. I was playing a little bit of Arcane. Actually, I didn't play Arcane after. I played it before, I think. So I haven't tried Arcane yet. I'm assuming it's going to feel a little weaker. And obviously I don't play Fire, so there it is. Our mage is still good. Yeah, mages are still good. Mages are still fine. It's just a lot, pretty much everything got nerfed, right? So everything is just feeling a little weaker. 5% int reduce, 5% int reduce, 5% stamina increase. Everything's just feeling a little bit. Okay, so Frost DKs got buffed. This is one of my favorite changes. Blizzard, thank you. If you're watching this, Blizzard overlords, thank you. Look at this, bear form nerf. If you guys have been watching my channel, you guys know that one of the most important things to be nerfed, to me, was bear form, okay? If a druid goes bear form, boom, they're immortal. You can't kill them. They just sit in bear form the whole game. I actually had a game yesterday where a druid literally just sat in bear form for like a minute and a half. And then he finally peeked out in human form, and then, well, then we killed him. But the point is, if he stays in bear form, he's not going to die. And that's stupid, because in bear form, you don't do anything. You just sit there. So here it is. Bear form now grants 125% armor. It was 200% armor. Yay. And PvP, bear form now grants 40% stamina. It was 55%. So it's pretty significant bear form nerfs. Resto Druid intellect nerfs. Feral agility nerfs. Boomkin intellect nerfs. Full moon and half moon damage decreased by 10%. So Boomkin, Feral, and Resto nerfs, Bear form nerfs, Druid nerfs across the board. Probably warranted. All three specs were insane. It'll be interesting how this shifts the meta. Maybe more Holy Paladins, maybe more Disc Priests, maybe more... yeah, maybe those two. We'll see. I'm not really quite sure yet. Marksman Hunters. Marksman was kind of out of line. We got Sidewinder. That got nerfed. Markshot damage reduced by 10%. That got nerfed. And Rapid Killing is 30%. Was 50%. So that's their cooldowns. That's cool. That got nerfed a little bit. Shield of Vengeance can only redispel. This is one of the things that I actually noticed in the game. I was like, WTF, mate? Why can't I spell steal Shield of Vengeance? Can't do it anymore. And that was before the patch notes came out. I was actually playing a game, and I was like, this is something I also noticed. Rapture can no longer be dispelled. I was like, why can't I dispel Rapture? WTF, mate? And that's why. Rapture can no longer be dispelled. It's in the game now. Here it is. Shadow Mania increases the healing of Vampiric Touch by 35%, was 50, so Shadow Priest will be a little less tanky. and because they have a little bit less healing, so a little less tanky because they have a little less healing. My AC just came on. I hope that's not too loud, but it has been getting hot here, so I flipped my AC on. Sky Fury Totem now increases critical strike damage by 20%, was 30. Okay. The healing is unchanged though, so just for damage. And then Sky Fury Totem's cooldown reduced by 5 seconds. So it went from 45 to 40, 30% to 20%. Not a huge change, but I guess a slight nerf overall. I like it. I think it's a good trend for the game, making things less effective on a less cooldown. Things like Icy Veins, for example, is 3 minutes, and it's stupidly OP, 30% haste, 20% damage, crazy damage, right? I would much rather see a 1 minute cooldown or a 2 minute cooldown with 10 to 15% haste and 10 to 15% damage, right? So, in my opinion, cooldowns are more fun to play with and play against when they're shorter cooldown, less effective. That's just my, in general. Anyway, rant over. Warrior, Opportunity Strike is no longer activated by Wind Fury Totem. See a Turbo Cleave? I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, Turbo Cleave got nerfed. This was definitely a pretty crazy chain reaction. But that's it, guys. That's it. That's the PvP changes here for April 3rd. I'll link it down below if you guys want to take a closer look yourselves, but that's about it. Lots of PvP changes. I think mages are still going to be good. I'll be testing out mages more here soon. I'll be posting probably a gameplay tomorrow for you guys to see. Probably Frost. I think I have some Frost footage from post nerfs. And then I do. I played some Paladin Windwalker Frost Mage yesterday, and that was actually still insane. Even after all of these nerfs, we won almost all of our games, so pretty cool stuff. Guys, if you like these update videos, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. If you don't like it, give the video a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see for next time. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys here next time. Peace.